In the 1970s, one smile could stop America in its tracks, and that smile belonged to Farrah Fawcett. She wasn't just an actress, she was an icon. A poster of her in a red swimsuit sold over 12 million copies, making it the most famous pinup photo of all time. Farrah Fawcett was beautiful, talented, and at one point, one of the most bankable stars in Hollywood. Her net worth soared into the millions as she conquered TV, film, and endorsements. But beyond the glitz, Farrah's life was marked by turbulent relationships, financial missteps, and ultimately a heartbreaking health battle that shocked the world. Today we dive into the rise, fortune, struggles, and unforgettable legacy of Farrah Fawcett, the angel who flew too soon. Born in 1947 in Corpus Christi, Texas, Farrah Lenny Fawcett was a small-town girl with big dreams. She was voted most beautiful at her high school, and it wasn't long before scouts noticed her. After moving to Los Angeles, she quickly landed commercials and modeling jobs. But her real breakthrough came in 1976 with Charlie's Angels. Alongside Kate Jackson and Jaclyn Smith, Farrah's role as Jill Monroe turned her into an overnight superstar. Her hairstyle alone, the feathered blonde waves, became a global trend. Women copied it, salons advertised it, and men adored it. Her earnings skyrocketed. In her peak years, Farrah was making around $1 million annually from acting, endorsements, and merchandising deals, a massive sum for TV stars in the late 70s. Her estimated net worth during her prime hovered around $10 million to $12 million. Farrah Fawcett wasn't just a TV star, she became a brand. That famous poster, it generated millions, though much of the profits went to the producers, not directly into her pocket. Still, she commanded top dollar for appearances, product endorsements, and movie roles. She transitioned into more serious films, earning critical acclaim for performances in The Burning Bed and Extremities. But like many celebrities of her era, Farrah struggled to manage the tidal wave of fame and money. Hollywood accountants say she was often generous to friends and family, spending freely without the kind of long-term financial planning stars need. By the late 90s, her fortune had shrunk. Reports suggest her net worth hovered around $5 to $6 million by the 2000s, still substantial but modest compared to her peak. Farrah's personal life was as dramatic as any Hollywood script. She married actor Lee Majors, star of The $6 Million Man, in 1973. They were the golden couple of the 70s, but fame tore them apart, and by 1982, they divorced. Soon after, she entered a high-profile, decades-long relationship with actor Ryan O'Neal. Their romance was passionate but turbulent, filled with breakups, reconciliations, and tabloid headlines. The instability in her relationships and the constant glare of the media took a toll on Farrah's mental health. She admitted in interviews that the pressure to remain America's sweetheart weighed heavily on her. Stress, heartbreak, and public scrutiny all played a role in shaping her life away from the screen. In 2006, Farrah Fawcett's world changed forever. She was diagnosed with anal cancer, a rare and aggressive form of the disease. At the time, she was 59 years old. For many stars, such a diagnosis would have remained private. But Farrah chose transparency. She allowed cameras to document her journey in the emotional documentary Farrah Story, which aired in 2009. The public watched as the glamorous star who once ruled Hollywood now faced chemotherapy, radiation, and the brutal realities of cancer. Her weight dropped drastically, her energy faded, but her spirit remained unbroken. Doctors have long linked prolonged stress to weakened immune systems and increased vulnerability to illnesses like cancer. And for Farrah, who spent decades under intense Hollywood pressure, the connection between health and stress was tragically clear. Despite seeking experimental treatments in Germany, Farrah's condition worsened. On June 25, 2009, at the age of 62, Farrah Fawcett passed away. At the time of her passing, Farrah's estate was valued at around $20 million thanks to real estate investments and royalties from her work. Unlike many stars, she left a carefully planned trust, with much of her fortune directed toward her son, Redmond O'Neal, and cancer research foundations. Farrah Fawcett's legacy isn't just about beauty or fame, it's about courage. She used her final years to bring awareness to a disease often left in silence, turning her personal pain into public advocacy. Today, her iconic red swimsuit hangs in the Smithsonian Museum, immortalizing her as a symbol of 70s culture. And her documentary remains one of the bravest celebrity accounts of battling cancer ever televised. So, what can we learn from Farrah Fawcett's journey? 1. Fame doesn't last forever. At her peak, she was untouchable. But even icons fade, and planning for the future matters. 2. Health is priceless. Farrah's openness about cancer reminds us to never take health for granted, and that early detection and awareness save lives. 3. Legacy outlives wealth. Her courage turned tragedy into inspiration, impacting millions long after her passing. Farrah's story isn't just about a Hollywood angel. It's about resilience, vulnerability, and the price of both fame and health. She came, she conquered, and though cancer claimed her body, it never broke her spirit. Farrah Fawcett remains etched in our memories, not just for her beauty, but for her bravery. Her life teaches us that money fades, fame fades, but the impact we leave lives on. This was the story of Farrah Fawcett, the icon, the fighter, the angel. What do you remember most about her? Leave your thoughts below. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video for more untold celebrity stories blending finance, health, and legacy. See you in the next video.